My name is David Daniel Ball, and these are the headlines for Sunday, the 8th of February, 2009. More than 100,000 businesses are at risk of going under in 2009. Man shot in broad daylight at a motorcycle event. They don't even wait for darkness now. Top Gear host forced to apologize over PM blunder. It used to be that the truth was the ultimate defense to slander. Branson launches V Australia fleet. Arson suspected for bushfire on the move. Taliban says hostage Pyotr Stanchek beheaded. Nice guys Obama is talking to. US Senate reaches deal on stimulus. Bin Laden gets on the plonk. Heatwave continues to scorch New South Wales. New South Wales health authorities on heatwave alert. And in comments from Piers Akerman, the devil in the detail of Rudd's mad spree, explorers Burke and Wills perished in 1861 along with 7 others in an ill-planned expedition that has become a byword for arrogance and stupidity. Prime Minister Kevin Rudd now wants to rush the nation into a similarly ill-considered adventure, but he's placing at risk the livelihoods of 22 million Australians and those of future generations with this foolhardy scheme. I still feel you do Burke and Wills an injustice, Piers. If they had found a McDonald's in the middle of the desert, they still wouldn't be alive today. On the other hand, Rudd's policy is disastrous all on its own. I have no idea if I'm supposed to profit from Rudd's policy, but I know Rudd's supervision since last October has seen a $60,000 decline in my superannuation, and I know what I'd rather have. Costello pointed out that the jobs Rudd's claims to support will be supported at a cost of $400,000 each. I think my employer is missing out on valuable support by not employing me. Rudd needs to get an honest job. It is sad that Obama seems to be copying him. And Comparative Economics by Tim Blair. In the US, Barack Obama's stimulus plan equates to nearly $1 million for every day since the birth of Jesus Christ. In Australia, Kevin Rudd's stimulus plan equates to $1 million for every day since the birth of Maggie Taber. Oh, burner. Like Ashley Todd's attack story, another tale of politically motivated violence isn't as it first appeared to be. A woman who claimed her house was set on fire because she supported Barack Obama and her boyfriend had been charged with first-degree arson. Forsyth County Chief Investigator Steve Anderson said Friday that the 47-year-old Pamela Graff and her boyfriend, 46-year-old Steve Strobel, are being held in different jails. In other presidential news, Joe Biden seems eager to emerge from Obama's shadow. Dance, Joe, dance. Local warming. Sydney is super hot, leading to unusual attitudes. Don't have air conditioning? Then think cool thoughts. Think about a snow bike. Jeremy Frenzy. Further on the Great Clarkson insult scandal from the Northern Echo, Ian Martin, the Financial Times, the Glasgow Daily Record, including an editorial, AFP, the Daily Star, the Santa Rosa Press Democrat, the Daily Express, Reuters, the Guardian, the Daily Telegraph, Sky News, the Spectator, Aberdeen Press and Journal, the LA Times, the Press Association, the Independent AAP, the Daily Mail, also the Mail Sports pages, Germany's Short News, the UK Daily Telegraph, UPI, the Scotsman, plus an editorial and a column, the Herald Sun, the Paisley Daily Express, Channel 4, the ABC, the Australian, the London Times, the UK Herald, and the Daily Mirror and the Sun, which report Jeremy Clarkson said sorry yesterday for calling Gordon Brown a one-eyed Scottish idiot, except for the idiot part. Ms. Elizabeth Owen, formerly of the BBC and ex-Minister of State under John Coufer, I miss her. I have met Jeremy Clarkson just once in Glasgow. He was in the town shooting material for broadcast. He showed a lot of good manners and respect towards me and was quite humorous. I couldn't believe what could provoke such a fine broadcaster into making unguarded remarks about his Prime Minister and persons with disability. Mr. Mubarak confuses Jeremy Clarkson with Jeremy Paxman, fair enough. All those white BBC types do look alike. Meanwhile, consider how many greater might have been the outrage if Clarkson had referred to a certain jug-eared Hawaiian orchid farmer. State ablaze, 14 people are confirmed killed in Victorian bushfires. We believe the figure may get even worse, Victorian Police Assistant Commissioner Kieran Walsh said yesterday, and it has. The mute left. The Guardian's Jonathan Freedland, not usually the sharpest of observers, nevertheless notes a screaming double standard. In the immediate aftermath of the attacks on September 11, 2001 and July the 7th, 2005, a noble impulse seized the British left. Politicians, commentators and activists united to say to their fellow citizens that no matter how outraged they felt at the loss of civilian life they had just witnessed, they should under no circumstances take out their anger on the Muslim community. Once again, many are outraged by the loss of civilian life they have witnessed, this time in Gaza, yet there's been no chorus of liberal voices insisting that no matter how intense their fury, people must not take out that anger on Britain's Jewish community. Invite the cetaceans. Obama is in the House. Too bad he doesn't have many friends. Few supporters are answering President Barack Obama's call for nationwide House party gatherings this weekend to build grassroots support for his economic stimulus plan. He is the community organizer. Update, Victor Davis Hanson, Obama is becoming laughable. From Andrew Bolt, our fires turn deadly. Aid for thieves. Hamas shows again its style of government. A United Nations AIDS agency that serves more than half the 1.5 million residents of the Gaza Strip has suspended humanitarian shipments, accusing Hamas of confiscating UN material for the second time in a week. Now the search resumes. It's now dawn and we'll soon know more. We do know more, and it's tragic to do with the fires. I've left the link there for you to look at. Turnbull makes us reckon the risks. Glenn Milne says most of his colleagues are wrong by opposing Kevin Rudd's $42 billion spending spree. Malcolm Turnbull has turned the economic debate in his favour. As I was saying, some commentators can't remember what they typed even just a sentence or two earlier, and how one line might contradict the other. Again, you're going to have to look at that link. PM, please lift your leg and pat your dog. Complete this sentence from today's Sunday Mail to make it as accurate as possible. Barefoot and in shorts, Prime Minister Kevin Rudd may have looked at ease in his private study at the Lodge in Canberra yesterday, but there was no relaxing as A, he and Treasurer Wayne Swan worked through one of the toughest weekends of their political careers. B, he put on shorts, called in his dog and lifted a barefoot into camera shot so that a newspaper photographer he'd summoned could show him as actually a regular bloke working flat out to help other regular blokes. Truth can hurt, but I'd rather hear it. I've left the link for you, but the final comment, I know neither man, but I already know from this article which one I'm less likely to trust to tell me an unvarnished truth. Taking a stick to man, Michael Mann, now a co-author of a controversial paper claiming Antarctica is warming, shows all the moderation and careful attention to evidence that marks out global warming believers, which is to say none.